watching Island Post News Daily.
The Meghalaya government, in collaboration with Israel, has decided to set up 2 centers of excellence (COE) in the state for improving the livelihood of farmers. Informing this after the meeting, the Israel delegation led by Ambassador of Israel Dr. Ron Malka here today. Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma told that the first center will be at Jongsha village, East Khasi Hill for vegetables, and the second center will be at Dawagre, East Garo Hills for citrus fruit. It may be mentioned that Meghalaya government recently had entered into a partnership with Israel government to establish COE is important for tapping the diverse biodiversity and available resources in the state in terms of its soil and agroclimatic condition. Malka said that Israel has been using technology that have been taken from space technology sector and are implementing them in agriculture.
Main objective of the discussion and this dialogue was centered around putting up centers of excellence in different parts of the state. The government of Israel, along with the government of India, has been putting up center of excellences for horticulture and agriculture in different parts of the country. And in Northeast, as of now, there are only 2 that have been set up. In fact, there's only 1, and the second one just recently it has been put up. And the objective is to now expand this and cover more states in the Northeast. So keeping that in mind, we have put up our proposal to the Government of India, to MIDH, to put up 2 Center of Excellences in our state, along with the Israel government and the Government of India. One to be in Jongsha for Center of Excellence for vegetables. This will be in East Khasi Hills. And one in East Garo Hills in Dawagri for Center of Excellence for citrus fruit. This is at an advanced stage. We have been discussing with the Government of India and with the Government of Israel, and we are hopeful that after this meeting and this dialogue that has taken place, that this proposal will move forward and we will be very soon able to complete the entire process. This is very important for us, friends, because we strongly feel that technology plays a very important role in agriculture and horticulture. And keeping in mind the produce that we have in our state, because of the lack of technology and because of the lack of research, we are not able to get maximum benefit and the maximum profitability for our farmers. So we feel that with the support and collaboration with the Israel government, which has been a leader in agriculture, technology in the world, this collaboration will go a long way in ensuring that we are able to help and enhance the productivity and the overall earnings of all of our farmers in our state. So that is really the main objective, and we are very hopeful that this project will materialize very, very soon. It is at final stage. As I said, we need a final approval from Government of India, and we are in touch with them, and we are hopeful that this will materialize very soon, and this partnership that we are having with Israel will be a game changer, I should say, for the people of our state and especially for our farmers.
The state of Meghalaya is becoming part of the family of the states that are part of the Indo-Israeli agriculture project, which is a very successful project. We have now in this project 29 functioning centers of excellence all over India. In these centers, we bring our latest technologies, practices, advanced systems that we use for advanced agriculture and water management. So now we just discussed a very constructive discussion, and we are starting the process, of course, with the participants and the cooperation of the government, the federal government of India. And we'll start initiating centers of excellence here in Meghalaya, and we're going to bring the best experts from Israel with the latest technologies and to build a tailor-made program for advancing and sharing our practices and experience with the farmers of Meghalaya. The potential here is huge. And what we are trying to do is to see how we can work together on all the value chain and bring added value and shape the competitive advantage of the local farmer in order to make him more profitable, and which is aligned with the vision of Prime Minister Modi of doubling the incomes farmer here in India, which they so much deserve to. This will also bring future and hope for the young generation, the precious young generation, which is so promising, because after implementing and adapting advanced technologies, the esteem of farmers will be much higher, as it should be. I can share with you that there are farmers in Israel that are very proud to be engineers and scientists, since we use very advanced technologies, high-tech technology that we use for farming and agriculture. And this is what we want to share here. The relations between Israel and India has been growing rapidly and steadily in the last years. Very advanced in all sectors of life. So agriculture is one of the main pillars. Agriculture is the backbone of the Indian economy. And as the Honorable Chief Minister just mentioned, Israel is leader in agriculture and water management in the world. So as friends, with strong friendship, a friendship that is built on mutual trust and mutual respect, we want to share all our achievements, all our developments, also the mistakes that we did with our precious friends here in India, in order to just to support each other, because that's what friends do, and this is our values of friendship. And I'm so happy that the state of Meghalaya, the lovely state of Meghalaya, is becoming part of this collaboration. And this is also only the beginning, since, as Honorable Chief Minister just mentioned, Israel is going to be more present, to increase its presence in the Northeast, and to bring more and more experts, more and more technology, and to share, to collaborate more and more with the Northeast. We've just nominated an honorary consul of Israel based in Assam to represent us in this very valuable and important place and part of India, crucial part of India. So we are going to advance, as I said, other sectors in technology, even tourism, culture. We want to see more ties, more bonds, and hopefully in the future also direct flights from Tel Aviv to the Northeast. We want to see much more presence of Israelis in this very lovely area of India.
Basically, these are centers of excellence that are funded from Government of India. Government of India has a rough estimate of about 10 crores per center of excellence, and as I said, we are in advanced discussion, and this discussion and dialogue today is part of that entire process to take this entire project forward, and we are very hopeful that that this will be sanctioned at the earliest. So these are, as I said, two of the centers of excellence we are planning here, 10 crores each.
The model of these centers of excellence is built on that within 2 years they become self-sufficient, so they support themselves. The model is building on creating new kind of crops and seeds and cultivation, which later brings income to these centers of excellence. And within 2 years, and this is our experience with other centers of excellence, they become self-sufficient, so they support themselves. This is exactly when I'm talking about working on all the value chain, we realize, and what we understand now, that if we want really to double the income of the farmers, we need to work on and to overview all the value chain from the farmer to the end consumer. So it includes also post-harvesting, marketing, and really coming to the market with a competitive advantage. So we're going to do all of this, and this will eventually bring the objective, and we also always focus on this objective, increasing the income of the farmers. This is the objective. And for that, we are going to work on all the chain until the consumer. Well, both. So what we will do in order to utilize and to maximize the potential and to bring it to optimization, we need to build something that is tailor-made. So we are going to overview and to analyze the conditions that are there with every farmer, what is his challenges, what is relative advantage, and to work on that. And if it demands new crops, so it will be new crops. If it will just the advance of current crops, that's what we'll do. So it will be tailor-made. This is the best way to bring to optimizations under the constraints that are there. There are many constraints, but once we realize the relative advantage, working with the farmer and adjusting the solution and the model for his conditions, tailor-made, this is what will bring the profit and the objective that we are looking for.
I just add to what our ambassador has mentioned. The objective is really to use technology to help the farmers. There is no pre-solution that this is what they will do and this is what will happen. It's not like that. What they want to do is help the farmer at the end and use technology to to increase the overall output or the quality or food processing and post-harvest management. So it is a range of areas, and whatever system and technology suits and is required by the farmer, according to that the needs will be done. But obviously there will be a lot of stress on our local indigenous fruits. We as a government are very keen to ensure that the uniqueness of the produce that we have, which may not be available in other parts of the world, could be of high value somewhere in the world. So it's really an open-ended question, but we will do what is in the best interest of the farmer.
Yes, I can give you, for example, latest technology that we use, we call it precision agriculture. We use now drones and satellite images to give us the precise view of the field. So we can really analyze by the accuracy of pixels what is the situation in every field, and to analyze and calculate exactly the amount of water, fertilizers, nutrition that we need in order to utilize and to get the best that we can get from every land and every farm. And this is what we do. This is technologies that are taken from the defense sector, from space technology sectors, and are implemented in agricultural equipment in order to utilize and to make the maximum that we can do with the conditions that we have.
Just to add to that, you see, technology is as good as we use it, or is as good as it is applicable to us. Israel has been a leader in terms of technology intervention in every field and in agriculture too. So therefore, there are a lot of technologies that will be there. They will have to study and see which one suits us and then adjust it accordingly. Now, for example, there is a technology that they have used, which is a combination of drip irrigation and something they call fertigation. So this ensures that the ingredients, the different kind of nutrients that are required is put at the root where it matters. Now, because it rains a lot in Meghalaya, the soil gets washed away every time it rains. So the nutrients that are there in the soil could actually also get washed away. So therefore, maybe that could lead to the crop productivity going down. Now, can fertigation help us? So there is definitely a scope where if we were able to do that, then we will ensure that the nutrients required by the plant to increase the productivity can be done through this technology and hence lead to the productivity increase. So therefore, there is no one solution, as we mentioned. There are many such technologies available. So we will see how it goes and adjust and see what technology is going to help us the most.
Yes, exactly. That's what we are aiming to do. So these centers of excellence are going just to accept farmers that will come and will share with us their condition, their challenges, and then we learn what they need, and then we'll see how we can implement and adjust the technologies that we already use and invent and we will find very useful and to adjust them to the needs of the farmers here, to be tailor-made. So we are coming with the approach of what we call dual use and multi-use of technologies. Technologies can be adjusted to any challenges. There is a very flexible approach and open-minded and broad-minded thinking. So this is what we are doing. Understanding the challenge, sometimes it's a unique challenge, and harnessing technology to bring solution to this exact challenge as it is. That's what we're trying to do, to listen, to understand, to adhere, to really internalize what is the challenge, and then to bring a solution that is dedicated and tailor-made to this challenge. Today, we came with a delegation of experts from Israel to work and discuss and start a new way of developments. So we came to talk about agriculture, developments of centers of excellence, and other development challenges that we can share and work together with Meghalaya. So this is what we're focusing today. Thank you. Well, as I said, it should be tailor-made. Mostly we prefer organic agriculture, but it's not a necessity. Again, we have the objectives, we have some constraints. One of them is being organic or not organic, but eventually we want to maximize the potential that is here and bring tailor-made solutions that will enable us to do so, to increase the income of the farmers, to use and implement advanced technologies to make the farmers in much higher esteem using high tech in their farming. Thank you.